And with the 85th pick, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, or whatever the hell the ESPN NFL draft sound is, in the 2022 NFL draft, your New England Patriots select Marcus Jones, cornerback out of Arkansas, I think. I think that's what we got, right? I think the pick is in. The Patriots finally take a cornerback, according to my guy, Ryan Spagnoli at 85. Marcus Jones out of Houston, Marcus Jones out of Houston is the pick. What's up, you humps? Your old pal Fitzy checking in on night number 2 of the 2022 NFL draft. Just thought I would say hello to you guys. Maybe we could have a beverage and check in on what's going on with the draft. Just wanted to see what you guys thought of the draft thus far. Let's check in with you guys. That's what we are here for. Jeff DeLuca, hello. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, buddy? Wow, this is an interesting draft. I think that is current contemporary speak for we're not sure if we like this draft yet. We're not sure if we got any home runs yet. We're not sure exactly what we think of this draft overall. 3 picks that I don't think anyone had on their big board. I don't think anyone necessarily had in their mock. You guys do mock drafts? Apparently there were a ton. Oh, this is an awesome fact, by the way. I saw this today on the Twitter, so I know if I saw it on Twitter, it's true. There were 738,000 or so Patriots-centric mock drafts done on PFF. Poof. Yes, my guy, Ari Vukidis, the Vooks, checking in with my first favorite comment of the night. Cole Strange and the multiverse of what the fuck. That's why I love going live, you jerks. So there were 738-something thousand mock drafts that were done on PFF, Pro Football Focus, right? And of all of those mock drafts that were done, do you know how many of them had Cole Strange going number 1, or rather first overall to the Patriots? Go ahead and guess. 2. Utah. There's a sandwich shop around the corner. They make the best meatball sandwiches in town. Give me 2. That's right. 2 out of 738,000 mock drafts that were Patriot-centric on Pro Football Focus had them taking Cole Strange. Unbelievable. They trade back and they get some extra draft picks and they get Cole Strange in the first round. Cole Strange, everybody. I don't know if that it sounds like a soap opera star, could be a private detective, could be a friend of Jack Reacher's in those action-packed bromance novels. I didn't see it coming. So far, all 3 of these guys, I do plenty of mocks. I do plenty of research. I know I'm half fan, half media person, so I'm a fanalist, if anything else. I didn't have any of these guys. I didn't have Marcus Jones. I did not have receiver Taekwon Thornton, and I did not have Cole Strange on my board. But you know what? You got to respect the fact that Bill Belichick, God, it is unbelievable that Bill Belichick just like, Bill, you're going to zig, right? Because, we all saw how the season ended and we know what you need. And, then we saw the playoff game and he's like, yeah, we're on to the zag. Unfreaking believable. 3 guys I don't think anyone had on their big board. 3 guys I don't think anybody expected the Patriots to pick. Once again, so far, I think they're up to pick number 87 on Bro Hug Island out there in Las Vegas with Das Commissionheimer. The New England Patriots recently just selected defensive back Marcus Jones out of Houston to go along with Taekwon Thornton and Cole Strange. All right, now let's talk about these picks in just a moment. But first, let's check in with you, humps. Here we go. We already said hello. Hey, Jen Marquis. Hey, what's up? How are you? Good to see you. Steve Vito, Fitzy, what's up? Jeff DeLuca, you nailed it. Hey, you're right. Wordplay and dad jokes are welcome, as always, at the old Fitzatorium. It's been strange so far. Yes, it has been a very strange draft. Okay, so let's get into, I spent all day on the radio with Merloni and Fourier talking about the Cole Strange pick. I think everyone has made their feelings known. I think everyone has parsed out exactly how they feel about that. By the way, raise your beverages, everyone. I hope you guys cracked a fresh one. Our drink of choice tonight, Piscato. Now, what's a Pescato, Fitz? Hey, ciao, Fitzgerald. Hey, it's not even your real last name. Pescato, it's an Italian Pilsner from, I always like to drink local and drink fresh, of course, as one of the co-hosts of the Pint Club. Make sure you follow at Pint Club Show on all your socials as well for the best, modestly accurate beer reviews and shows and programs and so much more. Italian Pilsner from Rockport Brewing in Mass. Delicious. Very refreshing. All right, so Taekwon Thornton. As someone said to me earlier tonight, Pats fans continue to and constantly bitch about needing and wanting speed. We need a guy who can take the top off. We need a deep threat. We need someone who can get down the field, stretch it out, something that the Patriots were in no way, shape, or form daring anyone to do in 2021. Like, no one had to worry about deep threats. No one had to worry about the Pats going down the field in 2021. This hasn't been a thing for a long time. We need weapons with a Z, weapons, which always drives me freaking crazy. God, do I hate that. So the Patriots did. They took the fastest guy in the 2022 draft in Marcus Thornton. Awesome. That's great. I think 62 catches for like 900 yards, couple tutties in 2021 at Baylor. Okay. Baylor was at a Big 12 school down there, what used to be the WAC Pack or the SWC, whatever the hell it is down there. Not exactly elite college football competition, but at the same time, like, you can't teach speed, right? Defense wins championships, but also speed kills. Okay, so Pats just went defense and they grabbed some speed. So this could be the answer finally, right? But all the comps I read were like, this guy's either going to be like the next Ted Ginn, or we just grabbed ourselves the next Bethel Johnson. Bethel Johnson had like what, 1 or 2 kickoff return touchdowns and like 1 or 2, like 2 or 3 big catches in his time in the way back machine for the Patriots. All right. Okay. I mean, that's not exactly who I think any or all of us are dying for the Pats to pick. Like, we'll see. But at the same time, like, if the guy runs a 4.2 freaking 1 at the NFL draft, that's pretty damn impressive. At the same time, like, weren't you kind of hope like Mechie got picked 44th? Oh, Houston, you've had an excellent draft. So many teams that I didn't think would have awesome drafts have had awesome drafts as the AFC East and the AFC West continue to load up and get increasingly competitive for the Pats. Mechie's gone. There goes Mac Jones's boo. I thought maybe they might grab Sky Moore. Christian Watson went earlier in the second round to the Backpackers in Wisconsin out in Green Bay. It's again like boom or bust. All these things, like the theme really to the 2022 NFL draft for the Pats so far has been either boom or bust, or Belichick just wants to show you guys that he knows more than everyone else does, because it's always like, oh, hey, football talking Henderson here. And I got to tell you, other guy, Hosterson, I got to tell you, I wasn't expecting the Patriots to take this guy. I had him graded 2 rounds lower. But, of course, Bill Belichick, he knows more about football than everyone. So, hey, we'll see how this one works out for the Patriots. Back to you. And Pat's Twitter, of course, has been arguing with itself all winter long ever since, and then all spring long. And now nobody can agree on these picks as to whether or not they're going to, like, Cole Strange, is he going to be dynamite? Is he going to be the new Logan Mankins, or is he just going to turn into, like, you know, another fine pick at a position of need the Patriots created for themselves by sending Shaq Mason off to Tampa? Is Taekwon Thornton going to be Ted Ginn or Bethel Johnson? Is he going to be Sammy Watkins, or is he going to turn into, you know, freaking Josh Boyce? How about that? Not bad, Fitz. Oh, God, 2013 Patriots receivers. Oh, thank God Ken Burrell caught that pass against the Saints. And now Marcus Jones. Does he turn into, who was the most recent? Maybe he's the new John Jones. I don't know if he's an inside or an outside guy. Or does he turn into, you run through your mid-round Patriots cornerback bust, Cyrus Jones, Terrence Wheatley, Jonathan Wilhite, et cetera, Duke Dawson. And recently, of course, in 2019, your old pal, Joejuan Williams. 2 first names, 1 mediocre cornerback. All right, let's check in and see what you guys think. Okay. All right, John Smith. Cole Strange is dreamy. Yes, he is a big cup of country handsome. I will give you that. That's tremendous. Great. Awesome. Whenever either Von Miller is eating his lunch or Jalen Phillips is running around him and whoever the hell is playing tackle, depending on whether or not Isaiah Wynn or Trent Brown is healthy, I'll remember the fact that he is a dreamy cup of awesome. Pat McSweeney, regular here on the old live streams with your old pal Fitz. Is Chattanooga even a D1 school? Well, I don't necessarily think so. But maybe he could turn into, again, that's the want. Everyone hopes that he turns into the next Logan Mankins. Is he going to be the next Mankins? I don't know. It's so weird. Like, did anyone else, like, after the Buffalo game, and then, of course, as after the playoffs, did anyone else look at the Patriots roster and they think, like, if we could just save $5 million by getting a low-round draft pick for Shaq Mason and then try to draft his replacement, who's like 5 years younger and like big and bearded and country strong, but didn't exactly play against like Alabama or Georgia, I'm pretty sure we could push the Chargers, Kansas City, the reloaded Raiders with Josh, Miami, the Jets, and Buffalo around. Like, no problem, right? This is something we all can't avoid, like age, COVID and its variants, the plague, annoying neighbors. These things will all this will happen to all of us. And it's the fact that the AFC continues to get like really good. Like the AFC is just getting better every which direction you look. Like the Jets. I know you're going to wonder, like, Fitz, how many of those beers you've had? The answer is, like, this is my second. So not that many. I'm thirsty. But honest to God, the Jets, they've kind of crushed this draft. If I had to give out an A plus, or a who won the draft, God, I can't believe I would have to say go to the Jets. Son of a bitch. I mean, you tell me. Tell me in the comments. Who do you think has won this draft so far? Who would you give the highest grade to of all the teams? Because the Jets, they've kind of killed it. I mean, like, they got Garrett Wilson at 10, arguably the best receiver in the draft, Sauce Gardner. At 4, great cover corner out of Cincinnati. 26, they got Jermaine Johnson. Edge defender out of there's one of those places down in Florida where nobody actually does anything but, like, dance, have sex, drink, and go play football. Oh, Florida State. Up there in the sweat pit, in the panhandle. And then, of course, in the second round, they got Breece Hall, one of the most productive college football running backs in recent memory. It's a damn good draft. They could have stopped at 38 and been like, you know what, actually, you know what, we're going to donate. Like, we get too many scratchies here. We got too many lottery tickets. We're just going to donate the rest. Like, the Jets have had a great friggin' draft. It's mind-blowing. Maybe they've won the draft so far. Who knows? Houston's had a good draft as well. Pats, what do you guys think of their draft so far? Feel free to drop a number score, a letter grade. Go right ahead. Here we go. Let's check in with everybody. Yeah, see, this is one of my thoughts right here. Thank you very much. Kinke Fernandez Najera. Buffalo didn't punt once in the last games, and we take a guard. And he's got my least favorite emoji of all of them, the rolling eyes emoji. Exactly. Buffalo didn't. That was my concern. That's why, obviously, Nakobe Dean fell all the way to pick 83. I think he went to the Bears or somewhere else, Philadelphia, because he had a pectoral injury or something like that. Honestly, if they can get him right and he can play half this season, maybe he even sits out this year and plays the next year. That kid is awesome. It's a great pick no matter what. Like, that's a leader right there. That's London Fletcher 2.0. That's the next Jonathan Vilma. That kid can ball, and it's not just because he's a product of a defense that had 5 people selected in the first round in the 2022 draft. Like, Nakobe Dean, I'll get it. Sorry, is awesome. Yeah, but the Patriots, like, they didn't make Buffalo punt once in those final 2 games, not once. So, as you know, as great as Cole Strange, MD might be, as great as Cole Strange, 1930s jazz musician might be, as great as old Country Strong checking in out of UTC may be, at the same time, like, man, I'm telling you, like, he could be the next Joe Tooney, but, like, is that going to make that big a difference? That's my concern. Like, you got so much to worry about with this Patriots team. Is you got Miami loading up. Miami's jammed up with, like, good talent on the line, decent secondary, and then they just added Tyreek Hill and Chase Edmonds and Raheem Mostert. Like, they are feeling the need for speed. That sounded very Seinfeldian. I'm telling you, they feel the need for speed. That's going to make them tough to defend. That's going to be a tough ask. And I know we haven't seen Cameron McGrone. I know we haven't seen Ronnie Perkins. We haven't seen much out of Josh Uche. So maybe these guys will all step up. Patriots already have their new defense 2.0, but you lose J.C. Jackson in the back end, get a bunch of safeties coming in, you bring back Malcolm Butler. So many questions. That's why we have so many comments. Here we go. Jeff Sternberg, congratulations. You did it. Maybe Nike hit the wrong button on the laptop this year. Oh, Nike the dog, you little fuzzy scamp, you little canine rascal out there in Nantucket. Okay, here's a great question. All right, I'm a firm believer in if you're going to be critical or if you're going to have a comment about something, then either have a criticism, have a constructive comment to follow it up, or offer something that you believe to be better. Great call, Patrick Seeley. Who do you think the Patriots should have drafted? For a receiver, I wasn't familiar with Taekwon. I don't necessarily celebrate the catalog of Taekwon Thornton. I'm not really sure what he's like. I've seen him run the 40. I've watched his college comp reel. It's pretty freaking awesome. It'll take you 6 to midnight real fast. But again, he's playing like football in Texas against college guys that aren't really probably going to the pros. And it's a lot of spread offenses. That's the whole idea. It's going to be tough for him to be able to do the same thing. He's going to basically be wide receiver 4 or 5 his first year in the league, because they got Devontae and you got Kendrick and you got Aguilar and you got jacked up Jacoby. You got Jacoby. My God, 25 pounds of pure muscle. Damn. I saw Troy Brown last night at the Patriots draft party, by the way. He was all hype about the wide receiver room. Looks better than I've ever seen him. Guy was freaking ripped. But yeah, the TB12 method, forget it. Do the TB80 method. I'm telling you, Troy Brown is the real deal, man. They're hype about that room, but is he going to make that much of an impact? I don't know. They needed linebackers. I liked guys like in the first round, I liked Devin Lloyd. In the second round, I love Leo Chanel. I saw Chad Muma went later on. I was just looking for a linebacker maybe that could join whatever McGrone can do. Let's see what Perkins can do. Maybe get after the passer, thump some runners, have just enough lateral speed to be able to cover that part of the field that teams like Buffalo and Indianapolis and Miami later in the season picked apart. When you watch the Pats defense and you're like, oh, no, stop them. Stop. What are they doing? No, stop. Come on, make a punt. Come on, what are we doing? So these are some of the guys that I was into as well. I also like some of the defensive line guys too. I would love to see Lawrence Guy, awesome, great defensive line versatility, but he's kind of, getting up there, a little long in the tooth. We're not having the what are we going to do about grandpa conversation. We're not taking the keys. We're still allowing him to drive to the YMCA, but at the same time, how much more can we ask of the guy? Wouldn't be, God show's only got 1 more year left on his deal. We could use another rock solid piece of trench beef on the line. So these are just some of the things I was thinking. Yes, exactly. Is Leo Chanel still available? Nick Joseph here. Let's go right there to the Twitter machine right now. I hope everyone just allows Leo Chanel. Leo Chanel. Is he available still? I think he might be. Oh my God, but I love that guy. Where are we right now? The Patriots. Can somebody tell me, since I'm talking to you guys and providing some half sober analysis on a Friday while we're watching rounds 2 and 3, round 3 of the draft, have the Patriots picked? Are they close to picking? Let's soon find out. Jeff DeLuca, thank you very much. Chattanooga is an FCS school that is not first round. William Goulet, what's up? Fitzy, miss you, man. If you can say that nowadays, I'm not sure if I can say that. Thank you for this. William, it is great to hang out with you. Cheers, and let's go, Pats. Oh, my God, I needed that laugh so much. Oh, my boy, Georgie Kippenhead, my partner in crime for the Shit Pats Fan Save videos. How great would it be to watch a game this fall and just hear Jim Nance be like, Strange just blew up that hole, and there goes Damian Harris. Jim, I'm going to tell you that is a huge, strange hole right there. Well, listen. I have never pretended to be an adult. I have no interest in being mature. This is just for fun. As I say in my Twitter bio, even though it's supposedly a job, this is all for fun. Don't be a dink. Let's just have a laugh, guys. All right, here we go. Hold on a second. That's it. Who's been cut? Oh, Scott has been cut. Anthony Rossi has cut Scott D. Felice off. Come on. What did Scott say? Come on. Come on now. What's going on? Harris. Correct. You could not, in fact, say that these days about the comment I posted. There we go. Oh, come on, Kristen Shaw. F the Jets. Okay, I know. Like, listen, there are a few things we can count on in this life, like death, taxes, and the Jets sucking. But, like, I hate breaking this to you. The Jets actually might not suck anymore. No, they might not. Like, they legitimately might not. Like, they've had a great draft. They had a pretty good draft last year. Okay, free agency period. And now they might not be bad. Like, the Pats are going to be in a total scrum. The Pats are going to be in a Joker henchman battle. The Pats are going to be in a Black Friday trying to get insert name of coveted Christmas toy here at Friday at 6:01 a.m. at Target, Walmart, or a Best Buy to, like, for second place / a wild card. I still think Buffalo is the cream of the crop. Sons of bitches. It's going to be tough. All right, what do we got? Hold on. Pat Sealy, I'm going to give you one more highlight, then I'm cutting you off. This is effing dumb. So the Jets win the draft every year. Mac is crap. No one said Mac is crappy. Nobody said Mac is crappy. No. Mac Jones, we're expecting him to make strides year 2. They got him Devontae Parker. We might actually get something out of Aguilar and Jonnu Smith. Hunter Henry is super dependable. He's like chicken parm. He's like a well-made turkey club. He's chicken noodle soup. You know, no matter what, it's grilled cheese, it's pizza, it's bad Friday night sex. Even at its worst, it's still pretty damn good. I expect him to be able to make strides. And now, because of the fact that even though they created the need on the offensive line, they're beefing up the offensive line. I think Mac Jones is going to make excellent strides, even with this weird symphony buffet cacophony of play callers and offensive minds and assistants and advisors the Pats have going on with Joe Judge and Matt Patricia and Nick Caley, whatever else. I think they'll be fine in that regard. It's just that the division, the conference just got tougher. Them's is hard facts. Facts only checking in. I wouldn't say this unless I completely felt it. Honest as odd. And you can kneel before that. All right. Hey, Bob Hildberg, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for checking in, my man. Jameson Williams already planning his retirement escape from Detroit. Detroit had a good draft. Detroit did a great draft. Aiden Hutchinson, you want to talk about just like football guy USA. Like, the man was born with like laces down the middle of his body with like that new high tough skin. University of Michigan, goes to Detroit. You're going to break off some kneecaps here. Aiden Hutchinson is going to be great. Yeah, out here with the Detroit Lions. Yeah, let's go. Break off your knee or you punch you in the nuts. Yeah, coach. Yeah. I do a really shitty Coach Dan Campbell. They're going to be good. I mean, they'll be a little bit better. They're fun to watch. The Detroit Lions are fun. The Detroit Lions are like, name like the TV show that you hate the most in the world that you know is awful, but you still watch it because you can't wait for it to be terrible. That's the Detroit Lions. Compellingly terrible. Interestingly awful. Those are the Detroit Lions. Exactly. Thank you, John Langolier. John Langlois. Is that Langlois? Langlois? Langolois. It's something in there. Okay, here we go. The Patriots are coming up very soon. What do we got? They're up there soon at 94. Hey, Joe Soares, watch out for Musk. Hey, you never know. 3 picks away. Here we go. Patriots 2 picks away, says Joe McBride. Are we there yet? Wait, here we go. Okay. All right, fair enough. Hold on. Wait, I'm going to go back to you in a second, Mark Carey. Anyone draft Aiden Hutchinson's mom yet? That I believe you can say. Judges, are we allowed to say that on a Friday night live stream? I believe we're actually allowed to say that. Okay, thank you very much. Now, back to Mark Carey. Hold on, William Goulet. Got to go back to the beer question. Yes, I'm having a Pescato, delicious Italian Pilsner. As you can see, I'll take it out of the light there so you guys can see. We got a nice can art. Looks like a nice fresh fish that you get at a good Italian restaurant when your parents pay for dinner. Delicious from Rockport Brewing. Thank you very much for asking. Okay. All right, come on, Fitzy. If the same roster was wearing a different jersey, you wouldn't go this far sticking up for him. I haven't gone that far sticking up for the Pats so far. Cole Strange might be great. I don't think I would have gone. I can definitely tell you, you could have heard me last night on the radio. You could have heard me today on the radio. You saw my socials. I was not thrilled with them going for a guard. That's exactly what I didn't want them to take a guard. It's like, you're never a guard away, even though technically Cincinnati was a guard away in the Super Bowl because Jamar Chase had totally smoked what's his fuck there, the Los Angeles Rams cornerback. And if they had a guard who could just have blocked Aaron Donald for a half second longer, Joe, what's his tits, could have been able to could have hit Jamar Chase for the game-winning touchdown. But Burrow had no time on that final play when he tried to like flip it off to Samaje Perine. So yeah, technically sometimes you can be a guard away. Still, that wouldn't have been my pick, and the Pats created their need. They wanted a receiver. That wasn't the one I want. I love Christian Watson. I love Sky Moore. I liked a lot of other guys. I loved John Mechie, and so did Mac Jones. And they had a comfort level and familiarity. That just didn't work out. And I can't tell you a damn thing about the cornerback that they took from Houston. So there we go. All right, let's see. And, of course, the Patriots traded their pick. So at 94, the Patriots traded. So looks like you're going to end night 2 of the draft with 2 more picks, 3 picks through 3 rounds, even though they traded from 21 to 29 to accrue another 3rd and 4th. And they only traded up a 5th to be able to go up and get the receiver that most other people had in a 4th and 5th. I don't know what to say. Honestly, it's weird. This is a weird draft. This doesn't feel super awesome. I mean, is anyone just like cut to September right now? Let's go. It's an odd draft so far. So far, it looks like the Pats are Dunsky. Mark Carey, appreciate you responding to Chris. Listen, this is an open forum. I do live streams whenever I get a chance to because it's fun. And I like this. Whether we have 100 people in the room, 500 people in the room, you can be critical AF. You can shit all over me if you want to. At the same time, you guys can bust each other's footballs in the comments. That's what this is for. Have a beer. Like, just imagine we're all just at the bar, and sadly, I can't hear you guys. We can't buy each other beverages and stay up too late. But at the same time, like, that's what this is for. I do talk radio. I do the other social stuff exactly for this purpose. It's fun. So I appreciate you stopping in, Mark Carey, and that's the way we got to do it. Apparently, the Pats traded the pick to Carolina. Where's Baker Mayfield going, by the way? Who do you think is going to get Baker Mayfield? And again, Mark, I like creating a forum where people, degenerates like myself and yourself, can all hang out, chat it up. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe you'll meet your future wife, your second wife, whatever. Who knows? You never know. Crazy things happen in the comment section on a Friday night, having a beer on a live stream with your old pal Fitz. Let's see. What do we got going on? Cut to next year's draft. Kraft will have a GM in place. And then, see, a lot of people like hating on Belichick as a GM. Yeah, and it's been an off season. Let's drink some beers. Thank you very much, Mike Olmstead. I agree. And also Isabel, I agree, Fitzy. Yeah, it's like, look at this. I got to do radio for a couple hours tomorrow. I'm going to check back in after the radio, probably 4:15, 4:30. I'm going to try to grab a couple of guest panelists to join me so we can have a Drafter Math live stream. I'm going to be launching a new podcast, new twice weekly podcast with WEEI Talking Patriots. So we'll have a lot more of these coming on in the future. But like, if anyone tells you like the Patriots totally shit the bed, bro, this sucks. It's early. Last year, the Patriots got high marks for their draft. It was pretty easy to see. They actually like knocked it out. They got a quarterback. They needed one. They got a defensive lineman who exceeded expectations when they traded up for Barmore. Who knew that Ramondre Stevenson was going to be such a beast? Ronnie Perkins, we'll see what he does. Some of the other guys, etc. But like, you could tell that one was going to be a good draft. The one before was like, okay, hit and miss, like kind of shit the bed with the tight ends. We haven't seen anything out of Dalton Keene and Asiasi. Duggar's turned into a good player. I still think, Uche can do some shit. Rohrwasser. Oh, man. Oh, $1 in the swear jar for that one. Ding. Yeah, but this one, like, I can't tell. This is like super boom or bust. This is Belichick just like zip right out on the table. Just like, all right, I'm going to put it out there. Let's see what happens. What do you got? What do we got? What do you guys think of this? I'm going to like the rest of the league. No one's taking a guard. No one's taking a quarterback in the first round. Fine. I'm going to take this giant 24-year-old Captain Brohemoth from University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. Don't give a shit. Second round, you guys all think I'm going to take these like shifty little possession receivers or some of these other people with like great hands who played elite competition. Nope. I'm going to get a kid from Texas who's fast as shit. Kid has nitrous burners. Kid has like wings on his feet. And then in the third round, I'm going to grab some cornerback named Marcus Jones. And then I'll trade another pick because that's what I do because I'm Bill Belichick. What did the Pats get for trading number 94? I do not know. Thank you, Rob Zappa. Love your dad, Frank. Cheers, Fitzy. Have another kid. Listen, it's only my second of the night. You know there's going to be at least one or two more. If I got to do 3 hours of radio with my pal Andy Hart tomorrow on WEI, you know I got to have at least a couple more. Here we go. All right. Let's see what's going on. Am I the only one who hopes Mac Jones and Cole Strange fall in love and marry so our quarterback will become Max Strange? His daddy checking in. My pal Kevin Glennon down in Quincy. That would be amazing. Yeah, Cole Jones doesn't sound nearly as good. Sir, honestly, like, all right. I told you guys earlier that fun little Pro Football Focus fact that only 2 out of 738,000 simulated drafts had the Patriots taken Cole Strange in the first round. Like, no one had that. Had anyone honestly heard of him? Has anyone seen the University of Tennessee Chattanooga football game? I hadn't. That's where my mom is from. Legitimately, she was born. She lived in Chattanooga, so I had no idea who this guy was. He might be a badass. He could be the next Stephen Neal for all we know. Hopefully, he's not the next Jordan Davey. Good question right here. What's up, Books? What's the best name in this year's draft? Who's the 2022 Barkevius Mingo? Ooh, that's a good one. See, I love Sky Moore, and he went to the Chiefs. That's a receiver I wanted the Pats to get in the middle of the second round. Oh, value central. Okay, so here's what the Pats got. Thank you, Rich Prifty. Prifty, love renting cars from Prifty whenever I travel. Rumor is it was 94 for 137 and a third next year. All right. Okay. And then Carolina drafted a quarterback. Ooh, who'd they get? Did Carolina take Sam Howell? Sam Howell, let's see. Carolina. I'm just going to type his name and we'll see if that happens. I don't know. Nope, that didn't yield any results. Nice job. Good waste of everyone's time. Carolina took a quarterback. Okay, all right, it's a fine trade. So they get to trade down for like an extended fourth round type of pick, and then or early fifth, and a third next year. Okay, if there was no one else they wanted, I guess. Is there any position of need across the rest of the team, like that you really wanted them to get? Like, does anyone else think that they're going to grab that punter, the guy they call Punt God from San Diego State, Matt Ariza? Can you imagine Jake Bailey, because of some loophole and his performance incentives, is going to get next to $4 million this year? Guy is getting traded. Oh, you want to talk about? It's been nice to see. I mean, look what the punter, Lee Evans, Lee Smith, Lee McGee, whatever the hell his name was, in Super Bowl 53. The guy was awesome. The guy legitimately was almost the MVP of the Super Bowl, and his reward for that was getting cut and being replaced by Jake Bailey. So you know Belichick has a 6-12 for this guy, the punt god out of San Diego State. I would almost guarantee. Oh, Matt Corral. Oh, nice. He's good. Good for them. Nicely done. Anthony Rossi says, hey, Fitz, the whole defense, it's too old, it's too slow, and they need speed. We need to see, again, the common theme, the common thread tonight. We need to force punts. Marcus Greaser checking in. I went to Boston not that long ago. In 2 weeks, I went to one Patriot place. I got a hat in New England forever. I wear it every day. I love it out there. I took a picture of all that Super Bowl 6 banners forever. Marcus, thank you so much for blogging. Not just checking in for sharing the blog tonight. I would really appreciate that. I read your comment on the air. I shared it with everyone else. I'm very happy that I displayed it for the people, and then I took a sip of the beer at the end of it, and I appreciate everything you do, and thanks for chiming in, and the Go Patriots. All right. Yeah, Ted James Trafton. Surprised we passed on Dean so many times. We have to draft at least one. I see there were some linebackers there. Is Leo Chanel does anyone know, is Leo Chanel still available? I don't have multiple computers set up right now. The war room could use a little work. It's been a little bit of a long week. Yeah. No. Thank you, Brendan. Sam Howell, like Mr. Howell. Yes, Lovey, would you possibly get me traded? Now that the Patriots have traded out their third round pick, would you trade me to, would you have me selected by Carolina, please? Deep poll. Good job, Brendan. Thank you very much. Leo Chanel is still available. Oh, and so is Beavers. Damn it. Here's one of the things that happens in the draft. I keep telling myself every year, don't fall in love with any of these football players. Obviously, A, they don't know who you are, and B, whatever. But don't fall in love with these guys. Don't develop draft crushes, because you know what's going to happen. You're going to want these guys. You're going to like these guys. You're going to think these guys like are perfect fits for your team, even though none of us have any business selecting professional football players for the Patriots in a fantasy football league, a best ball draft. Don't forget to sign up for Underdog Fantasy. Promo code Fitzy, $100 at UnderdogFantasy.com. That's plug. Help me pay the bills. Buy the beer. We have no business doing this stuff, right? But at the same time, like, you see these guys and you're like, Belichick knows, like, they had trouble at the end of the year. Like, they didn't make Buffalo punt. Come on, guy. Look, it's right there. Look at this guy. I saw him play at Wisconsin. Come on. What are you doing? Damn it. That's the thing. Like, you start to love these guys, but then other people let them slip too for a reason. So, you know, who the hell knows? I liked him. Yeah, well done. Pats fans acting like they'd rather have Thornton Mellon than the kid from Baylor. Hey, Mellon, get your suit on. We need you. Good. Okay, here we go. So, all right. David Stone. We got a couple more comments, then we're going to wrap it up so the rest of you guys can get your late night snacks, finish up the draft, enjoy your Friday. And hopefully, if you get a chance, tune in tomorrow, 1 to 4, WEEI. Listen on the Odyssey app, weei.com, wherever you're at. It's going to be me and Andy Hart. We'll talk to some people from Baylor. We'll preview Celtics Bucks Sunday at 1 o'clock, game 1. It's going to be awesome. And then, like I said, afterwards, we'll do one more of these. If you want to check in, have an early happy hour, we'll do a little live stream, the annual Fitzy live stream Drafter Math. We'll have some fanalists on. We'll talk it up. But yeah, the draft is so unorthodox. Picks are being made too early compared to what the predictions have said. Got to go down another Jaeger bomb to calm my nerves. These picks must be question mark the crafts, right? I don't know. That is a great question. Like, you know, I know that that's the thing. It's always in Bill we trust. Sexual chocolate. It's always in Bill we trust. But then you see these picks and you ask yourself, like, all right, Bill, are you just, excuse me, as I said, gotcha. Love you guys. It's always like, are you being, as I said on the radio today, like, are you being obtusely Belichickian because that's how you do and you can't help but be any other way? Do you really believe these are the best guys at the top of that unique Patriots draft board? Are you just trying, like, none of us can figure it out. And it worked for so long, but, like, I don't know. God, it's so freaking strange, isn't it? All right. Fair point, Joe. None of us would have selected Nikhil in the first round. By none of us, I mean everyone on earth except Belt. Les, it was a pleasure. Thanks for having. As all, like, sounds like my dad. Rest in peace, my dad, who passed away this week, by the way. Pleasure as always, Fitzy. Remember, no matter where you go, there you are. My old man's favorite line was, don't go anywhere you don't need to go. Don't go anywhere you don't go anywhere you don't need to go. Don't be anywhere. Don't go anywhere you shouldn't go. Don't be anywhere you don't need to be. And above all, don't be an asshole. So there you go. There's great parting wisdom right there from my father. Rest in peace. Thank you very much, Les, for checking in with that one as well. Sean Conroy, good question. How much input does Matt Patricia have in the draft room this year? No idea. Isn't Bill we trust entering the same? Come on now. We can't. It's a good question. David DeCosta, you know what? Fine. Go Bruins. I don't know. What is, John, Quinn of the winner. What is the Vikings draft strategy? I was surprised the Vikings actually allowed the Packers to trade up so far into the early second round so they could get Christian Watson. Either A, they wanted the draft capital, right? And so they were more than happy. Like, if that's who Green Bay wanted and he wasn't on the Vikings board, maybe they were thinking, okay, you know what? We'll take a little extra draft cap. If you guys want this guy so bad, you're going to find a way to get him. We're not taking him. Or B, someone is asleep at the wheel. I don't know. It's probably more the former than it is the latter. I don't even know who the Vikings have taken thus far. But I can tell you this, they're probably going to go 9-8, 10-7 at best. Thank you very much, Robert. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Jeff. Thank you, Ted. Thank you, everybody. That was very nice of you guys to say that as well. One of the reasons why I haven't been too active on the socials this week, and there's been a lot of stuff going on, but real life hits you every now and again, and the people that bring you in, that teach you to love the things you do, sometimes they got to go, and so you salute them and you love them, and you be grateful for everything they gave you along the way. So cheers to that. One for Fitz's dad. Thank you, David Stone. Cheers to you as well. We'll talk to you soon. Can't keep it up. Can't believe the trade again out of the third round to the Panthers. Come on. That's how the Patriots do. Brian, thank you very much. I appreciate you saying that, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all you guys for the nice words. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for following along. Thank you guys for chipping in with all the good stuff. Quinn of the winner. Yeah, you got it, buddy. Thank you so much. Love you, my man. Love all you guys. Thanks for popping by, saying hello. Just a quick little impromptu, what's going on, how's your Friday kind of thing. Like I said, radio tomorrow, 1 to 4 Eastern time on WEEI. Check in maybe somewhere between 4:15 and 4:30 tomorrow. A professional, and by professional, I mean we're going to do the same thing. We're going to drink some beers. We'll talk to some people, do a full Patriots after draft. We'll call it the Draftermath. We'll do full analysis of what do we think of the draft. I'm glad that I'm not the only one, because, Twitter is a freaking mess. And no one can make up their mind, and everyone's arguing with each other. I'm glad we can criticize our thoughts and feelings on this one as well, and be open and free about the fact that this draft looks weird so far for the Patriots. It's either going to be let's all agree on this. Megan, Catherine, 2 first names, 1 lovely lady. Love you. You're the best. Thank you. Oh, hey, Robert Lewis. I even clicked on the wrong thing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much, Robert Lewis. I want to meet all the Robert Lewis Steels, 1, 2, and 3 as well, because 4 is awesome, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Megan, Catherine, Aaron. Cheers to Fitzy's dad. Thank you very much. Cheers to him as well. The one thing I think, in the midst of all the disagreements, the wants, the wishes, the draft crushes, and everything else, I think we can all agree, no one has any idea how any of this shit's going to work out. It's not as home run centric. It's not as guaranteed as last year. It's not as unfortunate as 2017, 2018, or like those drafts. Like 2018, we thought it was going to be so good. Like Isaiah Wynn, Sony Michel, oh my God, they got so much Georgia. Maybe Belichick got Georgia burned from the 2018 draft. Who knows? Taekwon Thornton, he's either going to be an absolute burner, who's going to be a kickoff king, and he's going to be the deep threat the Patriots have coveted for a long time, or he's going to be Bustamante. I have a feeling Cole Strange will probably be really good. It's just did they really need a guard in the first round, especially after they created the need with Shaq Mason? And again, the other guy, Marcus Jones. Awesome. Everyone's friends with Marcus Jones and IT. Marcus Jones, who works in human resources. What a guy. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you checking in. Ted, thank you so much. Guys, it was awesome. Isabel, you have a blessed night as well. You guys are awesome. Thanks for stopping by. It was fun hanging out, talking some draft. We'll have full draft thoughts tomorrow, the live stream, the radio, and so much more. Until then, keep up the faith. Follow at FitzyGFY. I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey, all right. So it's weird. Okay, we're right there. We're into the great weird open of the 2022 Patriots draft. But who knows, right? At the same time. Hey, we'll end with Johnny Quinn. Hold on. Anthony Goslov, thank you so much. ESPN already brought up the Bethel Johnson reference. All right, as long as I'm thinking on the same wavelength as the Entirely Sick Persons Network, I know it's a beautiful thing. And as John Quinn said best, hey, you never know who will be a star in the late rounds. Let's go Pats and Vikes. You root for 2 teams. 1 team only, John. You know the rules. 1 team only. Everyone knows the rules. I like that one. Maybe I should put that in a shirt. Until the next time, guys, thanks for stopping by. This is your old pal Fitzy's Random Friday Night NFL Draft 2022 live stream. Drink up, God bless, and as always, go Pats. Let's go.